What's up everyone, welcome back for 2022. Sorry I took a couple months off there, just been working on behind the scenes stuff and just trying to work on the direction of Profound Studios, but we are back with regular tutorials, and in this tutorial I'm going to take you through how to create a tech house like Cloonee. Now I believe I have done a video of Cloonee in the past, but I didn't take you through like a whole track. Now this track is an edit of a Missy Elliot track that I made personally. It's up on my SoundCloud, I'll put a link to it in the description. But I'm going to take you through the project file. The project file is going to be completely free, by the way. It's for you guys to download. But yeah, I'm going to walk you through the project file and just show you how I did certain things, you know, with the bass line, the drums, the vocal, things like that. And yeah, that's what this video is going to be. So before we get started, if you guys can just drop a like and a subscribe, it really helps the channel grow, and I appreciate all of your support up until now. So yeah, let's get straight into the video. Okay, so here we are inside my FL Studio. I've got the project file up. As I mentioned, it's of a Missy Elliot track, an edit of a Missy Elliot track, I should say, Pass That Dutch. But I'm just going to walk you through how I created everything, you know, some of the mixing process. As you can see, there's only 15 channels, so it's actually a relatively simple track. As you know, with Cloonee tracks, less is more. He does that really well. He uses very little effects, so there's not a lot effects wise happening. It's more just, you know, that I think what makes a Cloonee track so good is the bass line, which I'll take you through. So let me go back to, we'll start off with the bass line. Just now this is a preset from the Profound Studios Tech House Essentials Volume 1. It's in the preset pack. It's the preset called Cloonee, which I just edited a little bit. Let me just go back to, here's the bass line. So it's a really simple groove, but it's catchy, and it's kind of like a little bit, I guess it's different to normal tech house tracks. So, and again, that's what makes Cloonee unique. He does the really simple things differently to a lot of producers. But as I mentioned, so this preset you can grab on our website. It's in Tech House Essentials Volume 1. It's the preset called Cloonee. As you can see, it's Cloonee inspired, hence why I thought, why not make a track with this preset. But it's a really simple preset that I believe the stock this preset is different to what this is. I just edited the decay, the sustain a little bit. I want it to be a really short sort of sound, as you can hear. You don't want the sustain to be, oops, you don't want that. You want it really short, sort of punchy sort of bass line. As you can see there, if you'd like to, you know, play along at home and you want to copy these you know, wavetables and the sustain and whatnot, you want to copy that down, go for it. It's right there for you to click pause on and take a look. Effects wise, we've got just some pretty simple distortion. We have a phaser, we have the compressor and the EQ as well. As you can see here, we just wanted to boost that low mid section just a touch, but it's a really relatively simple bass line. With the kick, we'll play the kick now as well. It's just a short and punchy kick that I got from the they're called IQ Sounds. I really recommend checking out their packs. They have some quite good house music stuff. It's just it's short, it's punchy. The high hand on it sounds really good with this bass. So together, the two, let's just play the kick and the bass line together. As you guys know, that in a lot of my videos that I mentioned that the kick and bass line is so important, but you can have a good bass, you can have good kick, but they might not always gel well together. So it's important to find two that go well together, and I believe the kick and bass line here mixes really well together. In terms of processing with my bass line, all I did was just some really basic cuts, and then just some very simple side chain as well, about mix 80%, because I did want that bass line to punch through the mix a little bit more than what the 100% setting allows it to, so I just put it down to 80. Kick wise as well, very basic EQing again, just up boosted the high mid section. And something else I did with the kick and bass line as well was I just added a few little double kick sort of shots where the bass line, when there's a gap in the bass line here, as you can see. So let me just play it for you. Just to kind of give it that sort of Cloonee sort of feel. Just kind of give it a bit of variation during the kick and bass. I thought it was a cool little effect to use. But we'll go ahead, before I go any further actually, let's just listen to some of the track.
Don't stop.
Hopefully I don't get copyrighted for having the vocals
Don't
in
stop,
the
get
video.
it till your clothes get wet. Number one, drums go bump, bump, bump. This beat here will make it boom, boom, jump. If you's a fat arm, put your clothes back on before you start putting potholes in my lawn. Oh my gosh, I'm under attack like my name was Saddam. I am the bomb from New York to Milan, and I can write a song sicker than Jeffrey Dahmer. That pop, that jiggle, that fat. Don't stop, get it till your clothes get wet.
So that's the gist of the track really. There's not a lot happening, but as you know, less is more in a Cloonee track. I'll take you through some of the drums as well. So let me just solo all of these. What else is there? Yeah, okay, cool. You can see here with the hi-hats here, I have a volume automation happening. Oh, let me just drag this back now. So you can see with all the other ones that I've shortened by lowering the volume like I have. It lowers the sustain of the hat, so it makes it really like short and punchy. But then on the 8th hat, you can hear slightly, see how I've made the volume higher so that the sustain is longer, and it gives that little, you can hear that hat is a little bit longer. Just something like little things like that is what can make or break a track, give it that extra bit of uniqueness, I should say, and just little things like that will take your track from being good to great. So it's important to, instead of just slapping in samples, you want to be able to do simple things really, really well, and then put your own little spin on it as well. In terms of the other drums, we just have, so we got an open hat, we got a closed hat, we got a clap happening, we got a really simple top loop, which I have just kind of playing in the background compared to all the other drums. Which you can hear, it just kind of, it's almost like, so all these other drums, the closed hat, open hat, like they're all like they're the, how do I word it? They're the lead actors, and now we've got the top loop as like the little supporting cast. That's how I like to word things, as an analogy. So it's just kind of sitting there in the background, just to fill out the mix a little bit. And I got some snare shots here as well. Just bit of extra groove to the track. I've got some like little laser shots happening as well. Let me turn this on. See, I've got some little percussion hits, laser hits as well happening. That's about it for the drum section. In terms of all their processing, I keep it all relatively simple. Whoops, did not mean to do that. Just some very simple reverb with the stock FL reverb. We've got let me just mute the acapella for a second. We've got some just cutting out the low end of the hat sections, just because if we leave them in, we don't So this section here, for example, so yeah, it's the frequencies playing here. We don't need that, so we just cut them. Just little things like that, you know, cutting all those frequencies that you don't need. It'll free up your kick and bass line. What else? Let's move on to our acapella. Now the acapella I processed quite a lot because as you can see with the waveforms here, some parts are quite loud, like for example this section here are quite loud, and then some are like really quiet, as you can see here as well. So I had to use a compressor to try and make them all sound relatively the same level.
You have 5 seconds to catch your breath.
You can kind of see here.
Pop that, jiggle that fat. Don't stop, get it till your clothes get wet. Listen up, motherfucker. You have 5 seconds.
It's all playing at relatively the same level now, as opposed to without the compressor. It would sound like.
Don't stop, get it till your clothes get wet. Listen up, motherfucker.
See how that's noticeably
Don't stop, get it till your clothes get wet. Listen up, motherfucker.
When it switches to that section, as you can see with the
Don't stop,
waveform,
get it till your clothes get wet.
Listen up, motherfucker. It's noticeably more quiet, which made if I had left that the way it was, it would have made mixing those vocals really tough. So I just used a compressor to make it all sound the same level throughout the whole section of the vocal. What else did I do? Just some very basic EQing.
Don't stop, get it till your clothes get
very
wet.
Simple. I also used there's a free plugin here called Fresh Air, which just gives a bit of
Don't stop.
more sparkle to the.
Don't stop, get it till your clothes get wet. Don't stop, get it till your
clothes. It without it.
Don't stop, get it till your clothes.
And then if we
Don't stop, get it till your clothes get wet.
This gives a little bit more sparkle in the mix, I think, which I think sounds good. In terms of our breakdowns, we have. So it's the intro.
Listen up, everyone. We have been just informed that there's an unknown virus that's attacking.
So with the bass line here, as you can see how it's a little bit, there's still, so I've cut a little bit of the low end off here, but I've also got, it'll be easier if I just show you through the actual EQ.
Listen up, everyone. We have been just informed that there's
straight away snaps.
Listen up, everyone. We have been just informed that there's an unknown virus that's attacking all.
So I've cut off that low mid section during the breakdown.
Listen up, everyone.
Just to kind of tease the bass line a bit before the drop.
Listen up, everyone. We have been just informed that there's an unknown virus that's attacking all clubs. Symptoms have been.
And then I've just got like a vinyl texture sample playing underneath. Should be able to hear more here. As you know, in a Cloonee breakdown, he has like those little kick shots. So kind of like, it's almost like, it's like his own unique sort of build up. It kind of builds that suspense before the drop. And then everything comes in.
Misdemeanor on the floor, pretty boy, here I come. Pumps in a bump, make you wanna hurt something. I can take your man, I don't have to sex him. Hang him out the window, call me Michael Jackson. I'm a pain in your rectum. I am that they don't slept on. Heavy hit around, spitter, call me rerun. Hey, 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 I'm what's happening. Hypnotic in my drink, that's right.
And then other than that, I've just got like a little patch
Hypnotic in my drink,
here. I've got some like modular synths that I grabbed from a sample pack, which I think sounded really cool. I chopped them up a little bit more. Like that little. Where is it? So that little hit there, and then I played and then the last thing I'll show you quickly before I ended the video is just this with the build up. So with there's a first build up, there's a small one here, and then this last one in the third breakdown, I have like a bit of a call and response happening. So this is the, whoops. So here the bass is the call. Let me just slow them both. So I have the call, which is the bass line, da, 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 da. And then the snare as well. So that's how. So I think it's like another way, instead of just having a typical, like having those snare hits the whole 16 bars, it kind of just gives a little bit something different. I think I've heard Cloonee do it in a few of his tracks. I can't remember what one it was. It was just, I can't remember the name off the top of my head. It was a really big track of his. But anyway, so just another way to, I guess, you know, just make it build up.
Come on, pass the Dutch, baby. Shake, shake, shake your stuff.
And then I have a kick here that's built up as well.
That pop, that jiggle, that fat. Don't stop.
And I have, so as you can see here with the two automations, so this kick I have going from filtered out to filtered back in, and then the snare here filters, it's filtered in and it slowly filters out. So that way that they're making room for each other and not clashing, but it also sounds really good as well. And then
don't stop, get it till your clothes get wet. Pop that, pop that, pop that, pop that. Pass the Dutch, baby. Jiggle that fat.
And that's pretty much it for this tutorial. As you can see, like as I mentioned in the start, it's really a simple track. There's only 15 channels. You know, as we know about Cloonee, there's not a lot to his tracks, but he does the things that he does do. He does extremely well. Makes him very unique in the house music scene. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you learned something from this video, please do in the description below. There will be the project file for you to download completely for free. All I ask in return is that you guys subscribe to the channel, drop a like, and even, you know, let me know in the comments what you want to see in the future. You know, I'm always looking for more ideas, because at the end of the day, this channel is for you guys. I created this channel to help music producers, so let me know what you want to see next. I'll always write down your ideas in my little notebook. So yeah, awesome. I just said awesome, that's very strange. I'll see you guys next week. Thank you for watching. Cheers.